When I turned the corner to my estate, what I saw stopped my heart cold. My elderly mother, my young daughter, and my sister were standing outside, drenched in dirty, muddy water. And the person holding the bucket, the woman I loved, the woman I was about to surprise with the world, was Genevieve. Before I reveal the shocking truth of what really happened that day, hit that subscribe button and comment below where you're watching from. Because what unfolds in this story will challenge everything you think you know about loyalty, betrayal, and trust. My name is Lewis Johnson. To the world, I was the billionaire, a man who had built empires, been on magazine covers, and achieved what most people only dream of. But behind the money and the fame, I was just a man who had loved deeply, lost tragically, and was trying to rebuild a family with a little girl who meant everything to me, my daughter Selma. I thought I had found that chance at love again when Genevieve came into our lives. She wasn't like anyone else. She was intelligent, ambitious, compassionate, and she loved Selma as much as she loved me. For the first time since my wife Latoya's passing, I believed happiness might be possible again. So, on her birthday, I planned something unforgettable. A brand new Mercedes-Benz with a red bow, tickets to the Maldives, and a dinner reservation at the most exclusive restaurant in the city. I wanted to show Genevieve that she wasn't just my fiancée, she was the future of our family. But nothing could have prepared me for the nightmare I drove into that afternoon. 5 years earlier, my life had been shattered when my wife, Latoya, passed away from cancer. She was my first love, my partner, the mother of my child. Losing her nearly destroyed me, and if not for Selma, I don't know if I would have survived. For years, I closed my heart off. But when Genevieve appeared kind, thoughtful, and full of life, something in me shifted. She reminded me of the possibility of love, without ever trying to erase the memory of Latoya. She respected my grief, embraced Selma, and even my daughter noticed the difference. Dad, Selma once told me, "You smile differently when you talk about Genevieve." And she was right. For the first time in years, I was smiling again. But not everyone welcomed Genevieve into our family. My mother Miriam and my sister Brenda, who had helped me raise Selma after Latoya's death, were cold and skeptical from the beginning. "She seems nice," my mother would say, "but sometimes people aren't who they appear to be." Brenda was even harsher. "Don't you think it's too convenient that she's so perfect with Selma? Real life isn't that easy." I ignored their warnings, believing they were just being protective. But their doubts planted seeds that grew silently, waiting for the perfect moment to destroy everything. On Genevieve's birthday, everything was set. I had told her I was busy with meetings while secretly preparing her surprise. My sister Brenda had agreed to take her out for a few hours so I could set everything up. But when I drove into the estate, ready to reveal the surprises of a lifetime, I was met with betrayal. My mother, frail and shaking. My daughter, terrified and soaked in muddy water. My sister, glaring with anger. And Genevieve, holding the bucket. Her voice trembled. "Lewis, I can explain." But in that moment, all I saw was the humiliation of the 3 people I trusted most. I sent Genevieve away, the woman I had planned to marry, the woman Selma had begun to see as family. What I didn't know was that this betrayal wasn't hers at all. It was carefully orchestrated by the people I thought I could trust the most, my own mother and sister. After sending Genevieve away, life in the house changed. My mother and sister filled the silence with control, taking over Selma's care, intercepting every attempt she made to talk to me, and whispering doubts into my ear whenever I questioned my decision. But Selma wasn't fooled. Again and again, she tried to tell me something important about that day. And again, she was silenced by interruptions, phone calls, and carefully timed distractions. I thought I had done the right thing by protecting my family. But late at night, I remembered Genevieve's final words, "Someday you'll find out the truth, and when you do, you'll regret it." One night, after a dream of my late wife urging me to finally listen to our daughter, I woke Selma and locked the door so no one could interrupt. And finally, the truth came pouring out. Selma had seen everything. She had watched Brenda pour dirt into a bucket of clean water, then position her, Miriam, and herself in the perfect spot for Genevieve to unknowingly splash them. Genevieve thought she was just tossing out water like Brenda asked. She never knew it was a setup. When the water spilled, Genevieve looked horrified. But Miriam and Brenda immediately screamed that she had done it on purpose, setting the stage for me to arrive at the perfect moment to believe the worst. My heart sank as Selma's words revealed the devastating truth. The betrayal hadn't been Genevieve's. It had been my family's. The next day, I confronted Miriam and Brenda. Their silence confirmed everything. They tried to justify their actions, claiming they were protecting me and that Genevieve was too good to be true. But I saw them clearly now. Their fear wasn't about protecting me, it was about losing control over me. And in trying to keep me, they had destroyed the one person who had loved me without agenda. That night, I told them to leave my home. With tears, anger, and excuses, they packed and left. For the first time in months, Selma and I felt peace return. But I knew peace wasn't enough. I had to make things right. I found Genevieve, now running a successful community pharmacy. She looked thinner, sadder, but still full of compassion. When I told her the truth, that Selma had revealed everything, that I knew she was innocent, that I had failed her, she wept, not just for herself, but for all of us. I never stopped loving you, I told her. But I let the wrong people guide my heart. It wasn't easy, but Genevieve gave me another chance, slowly, cautiously, with boundaries and counseling. We rebuilt what had been destroyed, this time on truth and trust. Eventually, Genevieve returned to our lives, Selma's joy returned, and our home became a place of love again. But the scars remain, reminders of what happens when you believe lies over love. I learned the hardest truth of all. Sometimes the people who claim to love you the most are the very ones willing to betray you, just to keep their place in your life. And sometimes, the one person accused of betrayal is the only one who is truly loyal all along. If this story touched your heart, don't leave without hitting subscribe to Blackish Focus Stories. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and drop a comment below. Would you have trusted what you saw, or the person you loved? Because sometimes, choosing wrong can cost you everything.